Right, so I'm back at Voyage Century, and as I promised, I was going to go out to sea. I'm just going to change the sound levels there. As you can see, that button with the cogs is shows you the system settings and things. I'll change the graphics in a bit later. But right now, I'm just going to go through some of the skills, such as a pretty important one, which is fishing. But first of all, I'm going to go to a couple of NPCs and just see what they do. Alright, so the Docker's got this little mission called Carry, which is a repeatable quest that you can do over and over again. So basically he's asking you to go to the trader, and that's the end of the mission, and you get a little bit of money and experience. But yeah, it's kind of beneficial. I mean, every weekend the experience has a debuff by 2, but sadly for quests and little missions and stuff like that, it doesn't. Okay, so right now I'm checking out these little guys here, and I'm noticing that I won't be able to do anything with them. Yeah, see, I'll need some pretty hefty items, which I either buy from the item wall or I find miraculously in treasure somehow. But we'll get to that some point as well. Putting pieces of map together and looking for treasure. That's always fun. Alright, so I've got to go to the trader. So let's walk down this little street here. Talk to him as well later. Alright, so he wants the package. Ta-da! He's only got about 250 points for that. 250 experience points, which is not very much. Okay, so this guy here is saying, this is the, 16th place, please go to Venice. Which you don't have to do just yet. But always click on them and see what they have to say. There's a whole lot of guilds in the city which you just apply to join, and you can do their quests, which will give you some more experience and all that. Sometimes they'll give you cool items. It really depends on the difficulty of the quest. Okay, so here's the shipyard boss. I'm not going to talk to him just yet, because there's a mission where I'm going to have to buy everything and all that, but I will get a fishing net, because that's what I'm going to show to you. The offshore fishing, it's not deep sea fishing, and there is a difference. With offshore fishing, you'll only be able to get low level fish, and for high seas you'll need a fishing rod, and the only way to get a fishing rod is to buy one through the item wall. So yeah. I might show you the harder fishing later on, but at the moment, let's just go to the offshore fishing. And as you'll see, the skill for fishing is very beneficial. I won't spoil it just yet. Come on, let's go. Let's go. So we could go high seas, but not just yet. I'll go offshore. Okay, so Athens, beautiful little town there. I'm gonna hold down Alt, and I can see a school of fish over there and a school over there. So let's go over there. Beautiful. Sun in the distance. Alright, now so at this point we want to get some timing. We've got the button to cast anchor there, and we want to stop it around there so it will glide the boat into the school of fish. Just double click on the fish and it will say you have entered fishing state. And if you set sail, it will automatically stop fishing for you. So yeah, Just gonna let her sit here and collect a whole lot of fish and enjoy the nice sunset. Isn't it beautiful? This is what it's all about, folks. Sitting out here fishing, having a whale of a time, levelling up. Now see that? That's a glory certificate scroll. I want to give that to my main character because it just gives you a reputation, which can be quite difficult to get later on, and when you die you lose an amount of reputation based on what kind of enemy you were fighting. So at one point I was fighting, I think it was a level 9 ship somewhere in Africa, I think, and I sunk, and yeah, it took a fair bit of not experience, it took reputation away from me, which I wasn't happy about. So yeah, every scroll I get from now on, I'm just going to pass it on to my main character. But yeah, so passing on items to characters, I'll cover that in a bit later on. But at the moment, yeah, just fishing away, enjoying the view, enjoying the tunnies. Okay, so let's check out our booty. Skill level up to a couple there. We've got 1 skill point. It's every 4th level you get another stunt. So keep that in mind. I'm going to change some of these graphics options. Okay. What am I doing? Alright, let's change the brightness. Oh, that didn't do very much. I don't want to change it at the moment because I might screw up fraps. Okay, so let's boost everything to the max. And I want to enable all of that as well. Wow. Look at that. That is impressive. I mean, it is an old game, but it is pretty amazing. Oh, the seagulls. Ah! Ah! Fly, lesbian seagull. Sorry. So what am I doing here? More little fishies. What have I got to fill? I've got I could put that one there, that's for battles later on, which I'll show you later on, of course. And it's really good fun when you go to sea wars with teammates, because then you can just sink a lot of them and get a lot of booties. Booties? I mean bounties. What am I talking about? Booties, bounties, same thing, different accent, whatever. So what's going on? This is the chat box, and as you can see here, you've got many little options. Yeah. With intercity chat, you won't be able to chat because you aren't a captain yet, which is based on your reputation and signing up to the captain's fleet and all that, which I'll explain later again. But okay, so whoops, moving the boat, but that's alright, still in fishing state. I haven't set sail, so it's alright. I'm checking here, so that's popular, and it's saying, it's giving me a whole lot of information about the cities and the goods and what's popular, which is what I was trying to explain in one of the first videos, or in the first video. What else have we got here? So how do we set up friends and private chat? Alright, so what you have to do is you have to get them onto your friends list. But first of all, yeah, it's quite complex, so here we go. we go down to invite, and as you can see there's nothing there. So what do? Alright, you go to that one, and you go to there, you type in the player's name exactly, which I don't have a player's name to type in at the moment, but they should appear on there, and then what you do is you go to there, and then invite them. And then they accept your request, and you'll be on the team. And yeah, that's basically how you do it. So then you've got team chat, private chat, and public chat, all of that. Alright, so what am I doing now? Am I going to go back to Athens? Professions tabs. Let's see there. I haven't really used them before. I mean, they say they do something, but I'm guessing it's for a lot later on. Now the cannons, the boat can actually hold over 100 cannons, so I just put them together there. It was only 4 cannons all up. Still got the mermaid. I won't need to equip that until I go to high sea, and even then I may as well just attack the raiders. They're pretty easy. Let's see what's going on here. There's all my relations with fractions, relations with factions and other places, and of course the pirates already hate me, as they would. But you can actually become a pirate if you go to Torture Bay, or is it Taruga? I don't know. It's pretty far away though, and you go there and you spend $100,000 and you become a pirate. But then I think everyone attacks you. When you go to a city you become an outlaw. I've seen that happen, and it's not pretty. So yeah, this little book here, it shows you all of your findings that you've found or not found, all of your side quests, even though there's another quest scroll, and this is a quest book. So there's 2 sets of quests which can get really confusing, but yeah, you just have to check them every so often, and you'll see that they're a lot different. Like the quests in this window are very detailed as compared to the book, which basically says you've accepted this quest, and if you forget where it was, yeah, it's quite frustrating to find where you accepted the quest and where to submit the quest, and it gets all over the place. Alright, so as you can see there, I can equip this weapon. All I need is sword playing level 1, and my main character's level needs to be 11, which she is, so I can equip it, which is pretty good. And I'm going to sell all them later on. Not going to sell the shortbreads, of course, or the seeds. A couple of items I'll keep. And also, if you really want to, you can just throw the fish overboard, because they're not really worth that much. But yeah, if you get full and you just want to keep leveling up, you can just pick up the fish and click on the ocean and you just throw them away, and that's fine. You can even pick them up later if you really want to. Alright, so now I'm going to go to show you some timber felling and some mining, and the tips that you can do with that. Let's say, okay, here's the fishing skill, and see what that one does. It's probably hard to read, but it's basically saying that my fishing there. It's basically saying that my boat's load has increased, so I can actually store more on the boat depending on my fishing stunt skill, if that makes sense. So the higher your fishing stunt skill, the more you can load on your boat. Quite straightforward, isn't it? Okay, so you can, if you want to sell the fish, I mean, you can sell it to almost any NPC which sells, and that also includes the docker. You can just go provision and click on the fish, dump them in there, you get the money. It also goes for other items that you want to get rid of. Don't really have any. I have a couple of suits and swords I don't really want anymore. That's fine. Da! Now, what am I doing here? Am I gonna go mine? Yeah, I'm gonna set up a... You can see all these little emotes here which don't do anything at all, they're just poses. And there's also reps. Now this will recharge your SP slowly, but it's a good way just to relax. Check out the scenery, look at the day, just absorb the scenery. A big wall, nice open waters. You can see there my boat's load is altered from before. Nifty little fishing skill. Alright, time to show you some gathering resources. Time to show you some timber felling and collecting minerals, I reckon. Some good old hard labour in the Athens suburbs. Now I read somewhere that the trees used to run out of wood, but now they don't. They just, you know, you can hack at them forever, and you'll just get level 1 to level 3 timber in this area. I think it's level 1 and 3. But at the moment I'll only be able to get level 1 timber because she's only on level 1 timber felling. So yeah, it takes you quite a long time to get your levels up, but yeah, that's how it goes with these games. There are other ways of doing it. In the item mall we can buy books which give you experience even when you're offline. And there is actually a way to get them in Seville for free, which I will explain at a later time. So okay, she's got some wood here, and clicking on that to get that, it starts off at level 10, so you change that, and you can actually compound the wood, turn it into planks, at the same time as chopping. So that's pretty handy, and of course it will use your SP a lot, but providing that you set up your auto recovery and you have a lot of axes, spare axes and SP bottles, you should be fine. You can sit there and hack at that tree all night, and sometimes I've done that. Good fun. Same with killing animals. You can go out to the wilderness, and I'll go into battling later, because you really do have to prepare and go out into the wilderness sometimes, or else you get absolutely slaughtered, but it's all good fun. Alright, so similar with the timber felling, my mining level will increase, and as you can read on the side there, it will say your level is not good enough. Keep trying, blah blah blah. So I do. Just till we get 3, come on. Oh! It's intense, isn't it? Oh, come on! But of course, the quickest way to do this would be to have other characters, which means you re-register to IGG using another email address, and you create a whole new character, and you run the game a second time, and you log in again, and you both sit there and mine on the same place, and you give each other resources to keep each other going, level each other up, The maximum I've had running at once is 6. So yeah, it's pretty chunky. 6 people running on the same game. Same computer. And at times it lags, of course, but you know, that's how it goes. Okay, so she's smelted there, a level 1 pig iron. So she's got just 1 of each, which is all you need to make a weapon using your foundry skill, or make a figurehead using your shipbuilding skill, which I have to buy here. And the same kind of process is the same for alchemy, shipbuilding and sewing. You're just going to be harvesting stuff, processing it into something else, and using that to build an item. So when you buy these skills, you automatically get a couple of drawings for free. So you right click on them to learn them. You should have them in your list later on. So let's go to the shops, I reckon. That scroll away just in case I accidentally right click on it, because there's nothing worse than accidentally right clicking on something and then realising, oh great, I'm just gonna use it up or leave it. You'll know what I mean, I'm sure. Okay, so let's get the shipbuilding and foundry into these slots. In this video I didn't use alchemy, but it's the same sort of thing. You need to equip a bottle instead of a hammer or a sewing kit. So what am I doing? I've got a free hammer. I've actually got 2 hammers, because when you do shipbuilding you get a free hammer as well. Okay, so let's open up that and let's see what we've got here. Broad cutlass. Produce. And then I'll level up instantly, because you level up as soon as you try to make something, but it's still being built, and now it will say failed. Right, so I didn't get the item, but I still got the experience for trying to make it, which is pretty good. I mean, if you failed and you didn't get any experience, that would be hell. So anyway, let's try that again. I'm just going to get 1 pig iron, and I'm going to get 1 level 1 timber. So instead of harvesting, I've just brought them as raw materials, and do that. Oh, see, I need to equip the hammer. There we go, leveled up again with foundry, because it's quite a lot of points you get for doing that. And you can see it being built there. Succeeded! Ta-da! So that's my weapon I built. And I can't even use it. Oh well. Okay, so same thing with that, as you can see there, it's saying what you need and what you haven't got. Same with the cloth here, I'll make some cloth using this linen. I'll use that. So sewing will help you make stuff and repair as well. Repair garments. But you can't, I don't think you can get canvases by doing that. I think you can only get canvases by attacking raiding ships. And the only way to get ships after you is to have goods in your boat and unequip the sea mermaid, and so they're all attracted to you. Anyway, okay, so that's basically an overview of mining, timber felling, not really alchemy or planting. I'll do a little bit of that later, but hopefully that helped you out a little bit, especially fishing, because that's one of the most important skills. because your ship load is very important in this game, because you'll be trading back and forth, and yeah. So if you check out these guys on the dock, they're not really helpful at the moment. Later on, when you get up to levels like 70 or 80, you might want to consider doing one of their missions, but they are pretty hard, so just a warning there. Be careful of what you choose for in this game. Anyway, have a good one, I'll see you later, bye.